Hello, this is the MainStage training for assigning and mapping within MainStage. Every sound that is brought in needs to be assigned to a digital knob if you would like to control that sound during performance. And every digital knob needs to be mapped to a physical slider on the keyboard in order to control that sound physically during the performance. For example, we'll come up here and you see that this knob is already assigned to control the piano volume. So the piano channel is right here, as you see. If I wanted to map this digital knob to control this piano volume, I would come over here and I would click on this knob. I would go to Attributes, I would go to Unmapped. And you can see here I can choose any parameter to control with this knob. If I go into Piano, I can click on Volume, and you see that piano volume now appears here underneath this knob. If I wanted to, I could control the piano pan. I could control the level. There's many different things I can control from this knob, and I just have to decide what I want to control. So these knobs are all set up to control volumes for our different sounds. I'm going to come here and delete this mapping. Now that we have a sound assigned to this digital knob, I want to map the digital knob and the physical slider together. The easiest way to do this is to click on the knob that you want to map, for example, piano volume, and if we click on Assign and Map, you'll see that it turns red. And then all I need to do is move up and down on the physical slider on the keyboard to get them to match together. And you'll see that they match as you move the physical slider and this digital knob moves along with it. And then when you're done, just click back on Assign and Map and it'll turn it off. And you can do that for every sound. For example, if we wanted to do the pad volume, we would do the same thing for the pad knob and the pad slider, the physical slider. There's some things to look out for. If you go to this piano volume and say you are wanting to map it to the physical slider, if you click on Assign and Map, you may get this warning: screen control is already mapped on a higher level. What they mean is, instead of being mapped on each individual patch, it is mapped on the universal concert. And so if you are ever trying to map a digital knob to a physical slider and you get this warning, all you need to do is hit the concert level, and the concert level can map these knobs, which will then cascade down into each individual patch. So you only have to assign it and map it once. And that is a small training on assigning and mapping within MainStage.